Yo, what is going on everyone, Guiding Light here, and in this one I'll show you guys how you can unlock the Roswell alien character. So this character is pretty sick. He's going to end up coming with maximum stats as well. So in order to unlock the secret character, what you will need to do is go and find all of these secret plushies. So there's actually 19 different plushies. I'll show you guys where you can find all of them. So there is one on every single map in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 as well. So we're going to have a total of about 19 plushies. First one on the warehouse, what you need to do is just come around here. You're going to need to get up on this little gap here. Now, some of these plushies are pretty easy, and there's actually a few of them that are a little difficult. But as you can see, this is what the plushies are going to look like. Every single one does look the same, and all you need to do is just run into it. You're going to hear a little splatter noise go off, and you're also going to see it explode. That's how you'll know it will count. Once that happens, you can just back on out of the map. You don't have to wait for the timer to go away, and you can move on to the next level. So next up, we're going to head to the school. This one's also quite easy to get, luckily enough. You can just turn right on around, jump into this grass area, and you're going to find the plushie here in the corner. Next up, we have the mall map in Pro Skater 1. This one's not too hard to find either, but some of the other ones that you will find in the future are definitely going to be a little difficult, definitely going to take a few tries to get. So from the start, what you need to do is just head about halfway down the map, and you're going to end up finding the plushie. You will need to stop and turn around in order to get it. So head down this ramp, and you should be able to turn around right here. You're going to find the plushie hidden away in the corner. Right next to this parking sign. It's kind of a little dark in there, you might not be able to see it, but there is a plushie there. You run that over, and you will have this one completed as well. Next up, we've got the skate park competition. This one, you're only going to have about a minute to get, so you want to get this one pretty quick. Turn around, jump onto this little ledge here. So from here, what you need to do is just bounce off that wall to make sure you turn around, and then you can wall jump up to this next plushie. You're going to find it tucked away here in this little corner. So just make sure you run into him, make sure that the sound does go off, and then you're good to go and back out of the map. The next one's going to be located on downtown, so once you guys load on into downtown, now just like everything else on this map, it can be a little annoying to get this plushie. It's not that it's that hard to get, it's just super annoying to actually grab it, just like doing those jump challenges from earlier. So what you need to do is head on back up to the rooftop, and you're going to end up finding the plushie kind of tucked away in a very hidden corner. So you can turn your stats down if you wanted to. You can go and lower them as much as you want. Make sure your speed is super low if this is giving you a little trouble. But all you need to do is just make sure you're going as slow as you possibly can and hit the brakes. You want to turn around. You're going to find the plushie tucked away here back behind this little ramp. And once you grab that, you can go on to the next level. So the next one is Downhill Jam. Luckily enough, this is probably the easiest plushie to get. So all you need to do is just turn around as soon as you spawn in. You're going to end up finding the plushie here in the back right corner. Next up, we've got Burnside. Now, this one is pretty annoying, but I'll try to give you guys a few tips on how you can actually grab it. So, tucked away on a very secret ledge here, there's actually an alien plushie, and grabbing it can be quite annoying. So, this is the way that I found it to be the easiest. If you don't have all your stats maxed out, what you want to do is just kind of jump up there and spin around. Now, if you hit the back trigger buttons, you'll actually level out, and that'll allow you to land up there if you can get your speed just right. Now, this is probably the harder way to get up there, but if you don't have all your stats maxed out, this is the way you want to take in order to get it. Now, once I grab it, I'll show you guys another way that you can easily grab the plushie, but you will need to have your stats a little bit more maxed out in order to actually get it. So if you don't have your stats all the way maxed out, you can still get the plushie, but it will require a little bit of luck. So as soon as you get up there, you can just stop your board and actually pick up the plushie. So the second route you guys can take, depending on your stats, is actually going to be off this little red ramp here. So if you jump up that way, you can make it up on top of the pillar and go straight through the plushie. And this is another route you can take if that other one is giving you too much trouble. Now next up, we've got the streets level. This one's actually a pretty easy one as well. That other one we just did is probably the hardest one to do. So once you got that out of the way, it should be pretty easy to grab the rest of them. Now for this one, what you need to do is go on top of this little diner here next to the police car. There's a bunch of different ways you guys can get up here. So just choose however you want to. You can go through the glass, go off this ramp, or just take the way that I'm taking. And once you guys get up here, you're going to find the plushie located right behind the sign. Next up, we're going to head into Roswell, and this will wrap up Pro Skater 1, and then we'll be on into the next game. Now, this one's very easy to get as well. Just head to the left once you spawn in. Go into this somewhat secret room here where the UFO is located. You guys have probably been in here before. And what you need to do is just kind of go up into this corner here, and the alien plushie is going to be located above this little ramp. So once you guys have gotten up there, you should be able to pick it up right next to the door. So after Roswell, you can head on into the hangar to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 now. And in order to get this one, you're going to want to grind off those helicopter rails. Again, this one's going to be in the secret room. Now, once you guys have gotten in here, it's pretty easy to do. You just head on into the corner back here, and you're going to find the plushie tucked away right here in the back right. Next up, we've got School 2. So once you spawn in, head down the right pathway here. Make your way down the hallways, and you want to jump up onto this little like half ramp here. From here, you can get onto this green awning, and the plushie is pretty easy to grab once you're up here. So just head into the corner, and you're going to end up finding it right there. After this, head back into the next competition. I believe this is Marcy, and this one's pretty easy to find as well, but if you don't know where to look, it could probably take all day to get this one, so I'll show you guys the easiest way to do it. What you need to do is just head on into this little grass area here. Try to be quick as you can because the timer is only 1 minute here in this activity, but if you knock over this little light post here, you're going to end up finding a secret area. And once you jump down there, you're going to end up finding the plushie pretty easily. It's not that hard to do. It's just hard to find. So go up this little half ramp and you're going to end up finding it right there in the corner. Next up, we've got New York City. This one's another easy one right off the spawn. So head to the right, jump down next to the statue. You probably have already grinded that out from the challenge earlier. And once you're down here behind this little half ramp, you're going to find the next plushie. Now I am going really slow here just to make sure you guys don't miss it and you got a good look at where the plushie's at. So that's why I'm going so slow here, but this is where it's going to be located at, right underneath the statue. Next up, we've got Venice Beach. This is another easy one to do, but what you need to do is head onto this rooftop. You want to make your way over to where the Venice Ledge challenge was, so just head on up to the roof. And from here, this is the easiest way to do it. Just jump on back down, turn around, you're going to end up going into a little area back here. But make sure you do not go into the sand. If you go into the sand, it's going to reset you. So stay on the boardwalk, and you're going to end up finding that plushie right there in the corner. Next up, we've got Skate Street. Now, this is a pretty annoying one as well, but luckily enough, once you finish this one, the rest of them are really, really easy. So to get the one on Skate Street, you do need to go into the secret area. You're going to grind off this top rail here, and then hit this little lever, grind that. That's actually going to open up the secret area. So once you've done that, head to the right, and you're going to find the plushie at the top of this ramp. You can kind of see it there as I'm floating past. So what you need to do in order to make this one a little bit easier is while you're jumping up, just hold R2. I tried grinding it out to see if maybe I could just knock it down really quickly, and unfortunately that didn't work. So what you need to do is kind of jump up the ramp, holding R2 and kind of pulling back on the brakes a little bit, and eventually you'll get lucky enough to just land straight up here. No matter how many times I tried to grind it out and actually just knock it down, it did not work, but eventually, once I hit R2 in the middle of the air, held down on the brakes, I was able to actually land directly up here and then knock down the plushie. So hopefully these couple tips do make that plushie a little less stressful to get, and you can move on to the next one. So next up, we do have Philadelphia, and again, we're actually going to be heading into the secret area. This one's pretty easy to do though, so just head to the left. What you need to do is kind of head over to this little stand over here and grind on the light post. So as soon as you grind on the light post, it's actually going to fall over, knock down the secret area. You guys may or may not have already been back here, but once you're back here, head to the half pipe, and you're going to find the plushie located underneath the stairs. Next up, we've got the bull ring. This one is pretty easy, again, luckily enough. So once you guys have loaded it in, head to the right, jump on into the stands. You may not have been up here already, but just jump right on into the stands. From here, it's pretty simple. Just head around the circle. And eventually, right after this little jump here, you're going to find the plushie on the left. So don't miss it. Otherwise, you're going to have to go all the way back around. And once you grab that, you can go ahead and just back right out of the mission. Now, the next one's going to be located on Chopper Drop. If you guys have not unlocked this level yet, you actually do need to complete the game in order to get it. So I would imagine most of you guys probably already have this map unlocked. And luckily enough, the plushie is super easy to get. So just head up this little ramp, find it in the corner, and then knock it down. Now for the very final map, you will need to actually have 100% completed the game. So what that means is you need to go back into all the levels, make sure you got all those challenges done, make sure you have the gold medals in the tournaments, and once you do that, you're going to unlock Skater Heaven. So if you guys need help with any of those other challenges, maybe you haven't finished them yet, just go back onto my channel. I've uploaded a guide on how to complete every single challenge in the game, and that's how you're going to end up 100%ing it and unlocking Skate Heaven, just in case maybe you guys have not gotten that yet. Now the next one is in Skater Heaven, And this one does have 2 steps to it. You will have to go into the secret area yet again. So from the start of the map, just head to the left, jump down these little ramps here, and try to make your way onto this roof. Now there's a bunch of different ways that you can get to this rail. So it doesn't matter which way you take necessarily, but just grind this rail right here. You're going to see the bottom of the screen flash blue. It's going to say time to feed the volcano. And that does mean that you have opened up the secret area. Now, once the secret area is open, you're only going to have maybe 20 or 30 seconds to actually jump inside this volcano. If you don't make it in time, it will reset, and you're going to have to grind that rail all over again. But once you're in this hidden galaxy room, what you want to do is just go behind this little half pipe, and you're going to end up finding the alien plushie back here. And this is going to be the last and final plushie. So you should see the achievement pop up as soon as you grab that. And if you see the challenge complete as well, that does mean you have unlocked Roswell the alien, and you can go ahead and head back to the main menu. So now that you've gone back to the main menu, you do actually have to claim your reward. You can't just automatically select him. You do need to go over to the challenge tab and just go and claim that reward from there. Once you have claimed this, you can go back into the character select screen and you can choose Roswell the alien. And this is going to be the last thing you need to do. Once you've done this, you can use Roswell the alien whenever you want. And I do believe you can take him into multiplayer as well, which is pretty sick. So hopefully this video helped you guys out to unlock the secret character and get that achievement. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.